That mess back here.
Well, we'll talk to him about it then. Some damage on this number 12 car from that first lap crash. And Mike works his way around. Last time, buddy, well, you ran to victory lane.
Yeah, I'm older now and fatter, and oh man. Hey, but I can't bring the car home scratch-free. You can see the rear end of that thing.
I was going to suggest sometime when you come to victory lane, bring an undamaged car with you. And you had some damage from that first lap crash, and quite frankly, I wasn't sure if you're going to be able to finish.
Yeah, I was concerned when that whole deal happened. I got up on the gas a little bit, tried to keep moving, and I hear this metal clanging around, and I'm thinking, oh, it's probably half my car coming apart. And under the red, the track official was like, hey, other than your back bumper touching the ground, you're all right. I said, well, it'll move when it hits the ground.
That's exactly right. Just a little problem there, but you do have some damage from that incident. 9 cars officially involved, but you were too. You just kept going. And boy, this car, I will say, you started 17th. You got a little help from attrition, but this car was fast.
Yeah, this is actually the exact same frame that we won our 410 race in. Something kind of tells me maybe I'll just keep running this old dog. This thing's got over 100 shows on it. But you know, the car worked real good. The track had a little bit more bite than what it's had. That rain's helped us out, and that helped me be able to move off the bottom where I didn't think there was going to be any top. And my crew guys are like, oh, move to the top, move to the top. That always sounds good until you stuff it in the fence.
Well, that was a heck of a race for the lead, too.
Well, he was good on the bottom. Keith's really good on the bottom, and I knew he'd leave me to the outside. And I didn't know if I could run the outside in 1 and 2, and I just said I got to try to get momentum, and that's all it was a momentum deal. I was able to go in harder and carry more speed through the turn. I tried to keep the car as straight as possible, and you know, I saw that 76 come up there into second, and I kind of figured he was probably watching what I did, and he was going to be trying the same thing, but you know, it worked out.
Well, the 76, Kevin, died on the last restart and went into the pits. I thought he might be a factor there, but you know, other than him, Trailway domination up front.
Well, you know, I've only been there like 2 times this year. I don't know if I'd call me a Trailway car quite yet, but you know, I've run enough laps here this year, and it's kind of funny how I get 410 wins before I win in a 358. But you know, that small wing normally doesn't hook the car up as good. You can't drive it as hard, but maybe running on those Goodyear tires helped me with this car.
Well, for you, it's been a very interesting year. You have been bouncing back and forth between the 2 divisions.
Well, it's one of those deals where when we're out of money, we run the 358, and when we have enough money, we run the 410. And you know, it's just been tough. A lot of my sponsors are dependent on the weather, and the weather hasn't cooperated with being so dry. So we just got to do what the bank account says we can do, and I'm just glad I'm able to still come to the track.
Well, I tell you, one of the things we got to do is look back at the record books. It's been a long time since the drivers won in both sprint divisions in the same year, and that's a pretty darn good job.
Well, it's, you know, I'm happy. I mean, we won early in the year, and that was kind of unexpected. And I'll be honest with you, it's weird because starting 17th tonight, I was really relaxed and calm, and I thought, I was hoping to pass 10 cars. And it just worked out. We got a couple more, and yellows helped and Rex helped. But hey, a lot of times they hurt you, so I'll take it when it's on our side.
Absolutely, but good thing to think about now, to staying relaxed to start those races. We have stickers for you. Lincoln Speedway race winner decal, a Central PA 358 race winner decal, and 14 winners in 14 races. Different people have different opinions about that, but that's competitive racing.
Well, I mean, if it was 14 guys off the front row, I could see where people would have a negative opinion, but, you know, we weren't on the front row tonight. And other guys have won from farther back. It's just you got to take it when it's there. And, you know, 14 different guys, there's actually 37 guys back here that can win a race here and just about anywhere. So you take them when you can get them and don't, you know, sit back and look at all these different winners.
Well said. Lots of good drivers in this division. We're going to walk over here to Sam Murphy from the York County Racing Club. He's got a pewter plate for you. Do you have one of these?
I've never gotten one of these. I've always wanted to win on one of these nights, and this is an awesome achievement, and I'm very proud of this.
Sam, I see you got a check.
Yeah, Mike's a member of the club. Being a member, you get a $25 bonus, and you get one of our pewter plates.
Well, I'm going to graciously return the $25 check to put in the Indian Drivers Fund. You guys are a great organization, and I'm proud to be a part of you.
And
you.
And Sam, I got something for you also, an envelope here with $1,511 in it. That's the 50-50 take from the night, the other half, and we wanted to give that to the club as part of your night.
Thank you very much. We'd like to thank the Libbies, Alan, and everybody that supports the club. You know, we're strong, we're going, and we're going to keep on going.
Well, you do, and it's been a very busy weekend. We know you're involved up at the Eastern Museum Convention as well. A big day coming up again tomorrow. We thank you for being here, putting the time in, and wish you the best as the season continues. We look forward to you coming back in 2012.
We'd like to be back and you know, do what we can do for racing and just keep on promoting it.
And Mike, give you a chance to give some sponsor plugs here because they're important.
I definitely got to thank them. They stuck with me. You know, in the beginning we won, and I think a lot of them who were new to my team thought, oh, this is going to be a regular occurrence. And I didn't have the heart to tell them, I don't know. So I'm glad they stuck with me. Blueberry Hill Farms, he's the owner of the 358 motor, Kenny Gebhardt. He's actually the father-in-law to Steve Clayball. That's how these motors got time on them, but they obviously still run. Big Mike's Crab House. I know a lot of people, well, that were here, they like crabs. That's the place to go. I get mine there all the time. Ponchos Racing Products, Press Start Games. If you need video games for your kids, that's the place to go. He'll hook you up. KC Automotive, Carol Morris Machine, M Squared Welding. You know, we've done a lot of welding on these cars this year, obviously, by all the wrecks we've been in. Delco Signs, Coddington Components. My wife, 31's Gifts by Stacy. All you ladies out there that were out there, buy yourself some bags. They're custom-made handbags. I want to thank my crew. Mike Heilman, had a rough year. We've been at each other a few times, but we stuck through it and worked together. Joe Taylor, he came on board this year and been a huge help at the shop, taking care of the car week to week, and without him, I don't know if I'd be able to race as much as I have. Mike Klunk, my dad, Terry, you know, he comes up and does motor maintenance week to week. Everybody is an integral part in this whole deal, and without people behind me and all the other teams, none of this would be possible.
Once again, one of the great people in all of Central PA Racing, Mike Bittinger, congrats on the win here tonight.
Thank you very much. And there's one other guy I need to make mention to, Jimmy Travis, Travis Racing Ends. He built my 410 motor that we won with earlier in the year. He builds almost all the 358 motors. I don't have one of his motors in here tonight, but he still comes down to make sure that my motor's running right. And not too many engine builders will go help guys with other motors. So I got to give congratulations to Jimmy and all the guys that run his stuff.
He does deserve a lot of credit, helps out lots of teams. But let's hear it for your winner here tonight, Mike